Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be seeing how we can unpivot a data frame. Okay, so let's see how we can do. So if you see here in the input, we have the cricket information, and in the output also we have the cricket information, but this is pivot unpivoted. Let's understand what is pivot and unpivot means. So unpivot and pivot. So let's see the unpivot first. So if you see here, this column is becoming a row. Like unpivot, we can say that columns becomes row, and in pivot, rows become column, right? So this is the unpivoting and pivoting means. So let's see how this output is getting generated. So if you see, we have three different column, right? Match 1, match 2, and match 3. So in the output also for the Virat Kohli, if you see, we have three record: match 1, match 2, match 3, and their respective scores 85, 100, and 75. Similarly, if you see for the Steve Smith, we have 90, 105, and 80. And here also, if you see, we have three record: 90, 105, and 80 for the three different matches, right? Similarly for Kane Williamson. How we can achieve this? So in PySpark, we do not have any functions like unpivot. We do not have any function like unpivot, but we have the pivot function, right? We have the pivot function. This we have, this we do not have. I have explained how you can use the pivot function in a very clear and crisp way. You can find the link in the description section. Let's see how we can achieve the unpivoting where we do not have the unpivot function. So this we can achieve using, um, so there are two ways what we can do. We can use select expr, select expression, or what we can do next thing, we can use the select, and then externally we can use expr expression, and in the expression we can use the stack function. We can use stack, right? So these two method we can use to solve this problem, right? Here also we need stack. It shows that here we are doing in two different steps, but here we are doing in the one step only, right? So let's jump to our Databricks notebook and let's see how we can achieve this out. Okay, now here we are in our Databricks notebook, and if you see here, we are creating the same data frame that we saw over here, and let me print this. So we have four column: player, match 1, match 2, and match 3 score, and we have three players, right? So let's do one by one, right? We will first unpivot the column 1, then column 2, and then column 3. And let's stick with the first method, and we will directly write the second method in one step. Method 1. This is not a different method. It's just that we are not using any we are not using select expression, but we are doing in a two-step basically. So let me do this and we'll explain you. So let me write unpivot df, and here what we can do, we can use the our data frames df.select, and which column, like we want to select the player column, so we can write player. And let me explain you the syntax. So we will use expression, and here we need to pass the expression basically, right? And since we are using a function, then we will have to import, right? So we can import the data, import the expr function. So how we can import? We can write from PySpark dot SQL dot functions import expr, right? Let me import this, and now we need the expression, right? So let me write the expression also. So we can write stack expr. So let me like write this, then I will explain you. So we write like this: stack, and as, and here we pass the column name. So let me explain the syntax of stack, right? So you can see here. So basically we write stack n, and we pass the expression. We pass expression 1, expression 2, expression 3, right? So basically this is n is nothing but the number of expression, right? This is number of expression, and we pass the expression, right? let's see, and this we give the column name. So let's say we have the two columns, so we write column 1, column 2, right? And let's see how we can write over here, right? So let me write. Okay, as I told you, like we will go step by step. Like we will first unpivot the match one column. So what we will write, since we are writing only one expression, that's why one, and then we write match one, the value that should be populated over there, and which column to refer, match one column. And here we can write match one, sorry, match. The column name should be match, and the value should be score, right? Let me uh, see the column. Yeah, the value, that is the what should be the column name, the score column, right? This is what we saw over here, the score column, and this is match column. So let me execute this, and let me execute this now. Okay. um, expr missing one required. Okay, okay, we have not passed the stack expr, so let me pass this. Okay, this ran successfully. Let me display this, and let's see how we are getting the unpivoted data. Okay, now if you see, we have match one values for each and every player. So Virat Kohli match one 85. Let's see the input. Virat Kohli match one 85. Similarly, Steve Smith match one 90. Here we should also get 90. And similarly, Kane Williamson we have 88. Let's see over here, we have 88. So all these column value, all this like match column value, we can see over here, and we have the match one data. Okay, now let's see the, let's do for column 2, like for two columns. So we will write 2 over here, and then we can pass match 2. So this match 2 will populate over here in this match column, and we want to refer to the match 2 column, right? And let me run this. Okay, let me execute the expression. Let me run this. Okay, now if you see, we have two column values, that is match 1 and match 2, 80 and 85 for 85 and 100 for Virat Kohli. Let's see over here, 80 and 100 for Virat Kohli. So here if you see, this is in the row format, but here if you see, this is in the column format. So this is how the unpivoting happens. Similarly for Steve Smith and Kane Williamson, right? So we have done for two columns. Let me do for three columns, right? So similar, like this will be quite simple, right? We will write match 3, and we will pass the value. Let me run this. Let me run this, and let me run this. Okay, now if you see, we have total 9 records, and for each and every player we have the respective data, right? I think we have pivoted the this table. Okay, so this is the method 1, where using the select and then expr. What if we can use both at the same place? Let me do this. So the method 2, let me mark down this. We will write method 2, right? And let's see. So here what we can do, let me run this data frame again so that we do not get any issue. We will achieve the same output but using select expr. So we will write unpivoted df equal to, we will use df, and we will write here select expr, right? So we will write player, we need to have it as it is, and here we can pass the expression, right? So let's write stack, and we want one column, and we want match one, right? And then match one, and we want this as match comma score, right? Let me run this, and let me print this now. Okay, now if you can see, like we have for match one. Okay, now let me like just remove this and print this entire expression over here, right? So okay, let me run this, let me run this again. Okay, Now you can see we have achieved the same output. So yes, we have two ways, like you can use select xpr at one place only, or you can use separately. So yes, if you like this content, please do like, subscribe, and share the channel. And if you have any doubts in pivoting of a data frame, then you can find the link in the description section for the pivot video. And you can check out other playlists also where I have explained the interview questions in PySpark, the scenario-based interview question in PySpark, SQL, DSA problem. You can check out the channel, right? So let's meet in the next problem. Until then, bye.